everybody. Welcome to the StabCast. I am Dizzle.
And I am Mindy.
And we are back on another spooky Tuesday, because we're not here on a spooky Sunday. It was a Tuesday this time. And honestly, I like a Tuesday to talk horror, because honestly, Tuesdays are my least favorite fucking day of the week. Everything always, whenever something goes wrong at work, it goes wrong on a fucking Tuesday. I hate fucking Tuesdays to the bane of my existence. Not that I hate horror movies. I know where you think I'm
going. You have enough F words coming out of your mouth right now? Jeez.
Well, I mean, we're about to talk about people getting disemboweled and killed and demons and stuff. So, but yeah, let's keep it PG. But
you keep this horror movie rating as PG as possible.
What was my point before that?
You were complaining.
Yeah, I was complaining.
You were saying the F word a lot.
We're here to do the Conjuring, the last rites.
You made it to the last one, people.
Do you think it's the last one? I think that's bullpucky.
It's supposed to be the last one. It's meant to be the last one.
Yeah, I don't think it will be.
It's the last Ed and Lorraine case.
Yeah. Yeah, it's literally the last one they have to go on. Which, by the way, this is an interesting thing to think about. Do you think they're frauds? Or do you think it's real?
For somebody that has seen their the YouTube channel that produce and hosts their late night talk show that they had back when they were doing that kind of stuff, I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you.
You don't?
No, because I mean, Ed was
tell me something.
Ed was a demonologist with a master's and a bachelor.
Yeah, but that's not a real fucking degree. I'm sorry for swearing again. That's not a real dang-gummit degree. But but it's not. That's not a real thing. I mean, they're just kind of like, and if you have a gift, you have a gift. And listen, and that's what's fun
Lorraine's the medium, though.
That's what's fun about this show, is even though we're talking about horror movies and not really doing true crime or nothing like that, or like we're not talking about horror and magic and stuff, I'm a little more skeptic. You're a little more inclined to believe in that stuff. And I think that's what makes our dynamic good. And also, I believe that crazy shit happens all the time, and keep it the fuck away from me. That's usually the mind frame I'm at. Is if there's something spooky, I believe it's real, and I just get away from it. And it's gotten me this far.
He's one of those people that stands at the stairs, pulls the light, and then if the light goes out, he's just like, nope, and closes the door and walks in another direction.
Because I'm not a skeptic in like every sense of the word, but there is like, if someone's telling me something like about a story, like I am inclined to be like, bullshit. Like unless it's really good, or like I can kind of see it. You know, seeing's believing now.
Yeah, but like for example, Daniel and I, where we grew up, there's a town called Lockport, which is about maybe 15 minutes away, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And there's a cemetery. And it was always said that if you drove with somebody not being in the front seat, that this ghost of this girl would get in the front seat of your car.
Yeah.
And I always kind of wondered if that could really be true. But then everyone would say that it happened to them and shit. But I don't really know, honestly. You can't really know unless you're the person.
You never know.
Oh.
Sharon thinks they were frauds. She had some gifts, but I think it was fraudulent for the most part. It's fun because, I mean, here's the thing. These people have been lauded as superstars. And it'd be fun if the movies got into that just a little bit. But they have, launched a franchise out of them and everything. But you got to admit, it's made Ed and Lorraine some money, this whole thing, keeping this whole up. So if it's not necessary,
dead and so is Lorraine, but yeah.
No, but when they were around, did they not fucking keep this going forever?
Well, no, it went on till 78, I believe, and then Ed had a stroke, which immobilized him.
Yeah.
And then he died 5 years later.
Yeah. But if the business wasn't real, that makes him a fraud.
Yeah.
But if it was real, maybe they had maybe it was real shit, and I don't know. And maybe it's not all bullshit. Maybe they're not, but maybe it is. Sharon thinks he went down from a heart attack. Ed or Lorraine?
No, Ed wasn't a heart attack. Ed was a stroke.
Oh.
Watch the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
They say in the beginning that.
Well, let's not fight over a fucking heart attack and a stroke here, and give me
In
both.
the beginning, it was a heart attack. At the end, it was a stroke.
But this movie is an interesting. Oh, this is the point I was going to get into in the beginning. First of all, even if it is bullshit or it's not, we've gotten great fucking movies out of it. So even if it is just stories and shit, they made great stories and they've fucking been phenomenal.
Hell yeah.
But when you walk into a horror movie and whatever it says based on a true story, unless it's like somebody
Like
just
Texas
stabbed
Chainsaw
somebody,
Massacre was based on a true story.
if it's a straight up slasher or a shooting movie or something like that, which a shooting movie isn't really too much of a genre because that's so, I mean, not a lot of people want to watch that justifiably, but
That's why I get mad when people say that Scream was based on a true story. Scream was based on the story of a serial killer. That's it. And the story of it.
Yeah.
Like, not even like history books or nothing. Now, did it inspire murder? Absolutely. And it inspired two young men to take it out on their people.
Vindication.
What?
Sharon said you were right.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So
I do think she probably, maybe she could see some stuff, and even if she couldn't, I'm glad that the franchise we got out of this. And now let's talk about that franchise. That franchise, I don't think it's the end, Mindy. I really don't.
I don't think it's the end of the franchise, but I think it's the end of the Conjuring like
Yeah, it might be.
movies.
It's the end of those, but there might be like an Annabelle 5 or Annabelle 3 or 4.
This
I think there's
movie
been 3, right?
was so creepy. Guys, I don't scream. I don't jump. I don't do none of that shit because normally I see it coming.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you guys. This movie had your girl at least like 2 or 3 times jumping.
Yeah.
And I didn't scream, but I did go, holy fucking shit, a couple of times. I'm over here giving them a hard time about swearing. But yeah, there was a couple times where it was like, oh shit. So.
The one thing I will say, I think this was better than the last one.
Oh, absolutely. This one had me way more immersed than The Devil Made Me Do It.
And we
I had a
reviewed that
good
one.
story.
Yeah.
I had a great story, actually. I had a much better story than the other one.
Yeah, and the mirror shit's cool. I always love shit like
He
that.
loves a good mirror shit.
Well, yeah,
he really does.
Well, because you
love a good urban legend is what it is.
Well, one of the spookiest things as a kid is when we would all go in the bathroom and say Bloody
Mary.
Mary.
Yep, there we go.
And I would always fake it because I couldn't even fucking lie as a kid. As a kid, I was like, I'm gaming the system, like I'm getting them. So they're gonna get messed up, and I'm not. And not that I wanted you to, but it's like I'm getting away from this. And I'd be like, Bloody Mary, and then Mindy be like, hey. It's like, I'm not saying it then. And I still won't. And even though I like the South Park, when you say like Biggie Smalls 3 times and he pops up.
I much prefer the 5 times for Candyman. Because 5 times makes sense, though, because it's enough times for you to be like, are you sure?
Yeah, but that's what's cool about the 3 times is you could get caught in it quick. Because I could say your name 3 times like this without even thinking. And
don't you be bitching me?
Yeah, but you know what I mean. I could be like Minnie. Like I could do that. Like that's an easy thing to do.
He just cursed me.
5 times is a lot. What if you just disappeared? That would get some ratings. That's a short. But no. It's a good urban legend, and mirrors are good scary things. Remember that mirror horror movie that you showed? Wasn't it literally called Mirrors?
It was literally called Mirrors.
Yeah,
it was with Michael Keaton, and it actually got a sequel.
I love
and
Michael
it was actually not that good of a movie, but if you think it was good, yeah,
I do think it's good. I'm Batman, and he's Batman. It was a good movie. I think you're just negative tonight.
No, it goes down with other people. It goes down as like one of the worst movies of like the 2000s or whatever. Now, do I think it was bad? No, technically, I really liked it.
Yeah, dude.
But I mean, because especially when the girl goes to take a bath or whatever, and she looks at herself in the mirror, and then she walks away, and the girl stays in the mirror. The demonic part of her does, and like while she's taking a bath or whatever, the demon's going like this to her mouth and her jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
But this show
Crazy.
is not the court of public opinion.
No.
I don't care if other people didn't like it. I thought it was a good film
It
when
was
I
a
was
good
8
film.
years old when I saw it.
He was 8.
I'd have to go back and watch it. But I think mirrors are a fun, it's a fun aspect in horror when you try to pull a mirror out. And it's always fun because
I
after
mean,
you...
look away. You liked that one.
I did. But it's always fun because after you watch the movie, you like pass a mirror and you're like, oh shit. Like you always do that. You walk past it. And you expect your doppelganger to come up and beat the shit out of you. But yeah, that stuff's creepy. I like that. I like the setup. I like the backdrop. There's a couple things that didn't work for me here. This isn't the best Conjuring movie in the franchise by any stretch of the imagination. Even some of the spinoffs are better. I'd say one of the Annabelles is better than this. I'm thinking the second
I
one.
would say Annabelle
Is Creation the second
Creation.
one? If that's the second one, then yeah. The first Annabelle was...
And the first Annabelle, even like the people that made it have said that it's mid compared to everything.
Even
else.
Annabelle thought it was ass. They all hated it. But yeah. No, this will go down as like a probably like upper middle of the road in the franchise. It's not a bad way to end it. I do think it felt a little unfocused at times.
Well, yeah, because they were shifting the focus. What really threw me was the beginning where Ed and Lorraine were different actors. Because I was like, "What the fuck? Am I watching the right movie?
Yes.
Am I sure? Are we sure I'm watching the right movie?" And like, I had to like check a couple different times to make sure I was watching the same thing. And like, then when she said like Judy, it's like, oh, okay, all right, flashback. That's what it is.
Just Last Rites, right? Or the...
I don't know.
Oh, man,
think
your
it might be
fucking
the-
banner for the shorts.
I think it might be
There you
that.
go. Everybody knows. That's the movie we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but take us into the plot a little bit. I already took it off. Take us into the plot a little bit.
Okay, so Ed and Lorraine, they get a new house and whatnot, and they get furniture and everything. And Lorraine feels this really strange, like she's pregnant. I mean, it's not early. It's not like late in her pregnancy, and it's not early in her pregnancy, but it's too early to deliver.
Yeah.
And she, like, Ed tells her, like, no, you're not going in there because they were investigating the mirror for something. They were seeing if the mirror was haunted or not. And Ed told her, like, no, Lorraine, you're not going in there. I don't care what you say. I don't want you going in there. I don't want you messing around with us. Well, Lorraine, as steady and strong as she's always been, is like, no, I got this. And of course she didn't have it. And she walked right where the demon wanted her, which was right at the mirror. And she put her fingertip on the mirror. Yeah. And I really thought that her hand was going through the mirror. I was like, oh my God, her hand's going to go through the mirror. Oh no. But it didn't. But the mirror did cause her to go into labor. Or like early labor. And then this girl is in the middle of giving birth. She is so scared. She can't find her husband or anything. And the power goes out.
Yeah, that's...
And like something starts growling. And it's like, oh, it's here. It's like, what? Did she just say, what do you mean it's here?
What's here?
And she's like, Ed, it's here. It's with the baby. It's like, no, it is not. Get away from the baby. We do not do baby killing. Like for the first 2 minutes in the movie, guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I literally went, you better not have killed a baby. James Wan, if you killed a damn baby, I swear to God. I swear to God. Turns out Judy wasn't dead. She was just stillborn for a minute or two. But Lorraine started praying to God because they are Christians, even though there's demonologist and a medium, they are still Christians, and I want to hammer that home. They do still believe in God. So I actually believe they're Catholic.
As long as they believe in the good word.
But the thing is that once they were done with that, when she had Judy and whatnot, they were like, that's it. We're never going near that mirror ever again. It's not happening.
Done.
And they didn't even tell Judy about the situation. So you get to go through a little cute thing of watching her grow up and be with her parents and everything. And it's adorable and whatnot. And then on the flippity flip, you have a different story happening. Well, first, actually, no, they opened a college lecture hall because Ed and Lorraine decided, since they couldn't do actual cases anymore because of Ed's heart, that they were going to switch and they were going to do more meet and greets and more classes and more like TV appearances and stuff like that, which went poorly for them. People really thought that they were frauds and fakes. And I don't know. Think what you want. You have your own opinion.
You don't agree with it. You think they're legit.
I don't know if they're legit. I think some of it may have been legit.
Yeah.
Some of it may have been legit.
Do I think everything in the movie is happening? No. Absolutely fucking not.
Hollywoodized. But if you go back and you watch the YouTube like late night talk show with Ed and Lorraine Warren, like, and it's a half an hour long, like, you can tell that these people really do believe what they're saying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that they were in it for profit. I think they kind of believe what they were talking about.
Yeah, that could be true.
To an extent.
Yeah.
So, I mean, were they frauds, crooks? No. Were they misunderstood? Maybe. I'll leave it at that.
The actor's name that plays him, Patrick what?
Wilson.
Patrick Wilson, huge fan. I fucking him and by the just because while we're on Ed and Lorraine, and I feel bad because I was dogging on the OG Ed and Lorraine earlier too. But to talk about the ones playing them, great, amazing. That performance that they've been doing since Conjuring 1, that they've kept up this whole fucking time, has been phenomenal. And the girl
hasn't wavered at all.
Like the chick from Bates Motel was fantastic. And Patricia Arquette. One of Hollywood's like unsung heroes, just a great actress that is
Patricia Arquette is from more than Bates Motel.
Absolutely. That's why I said her name. I didn't just call her
Stigmata.
Yeah, she's from a bunch of classic movies. And she's a great actress. And this cements both of their legacies, especially in horror. But he's like a worldwide sensation. And she's great too, but Patrick Wilson's a fucking.
I still can't believe that her and the girl from Frontal Quest, the girl from Final Girls, are sisters.
Yeah.
That blows my mind.
It's weird. It's certainly weird.
Yeah. Mind blown.
But they're two great actors that understand the assignment and are by this point are so into these characters that you don't doubt
play them in their sleep.
You don't doubt the performance at all. And the addition of the addition of the daughter, she works perfectly with the dynamic.
Yeah. Which is actually one of my biggest things is the daughter gonna work? Yeah. Because they've, with the addition of McKenna Grace as well, love you, babe. There's been several other Judys.
Yeah.
McKenna Grace, like I just mentioned, this girl, and then like a few other ones. So Judy's been played a couple of times.
It's the James Bond of horror.
So, I mean, unfortunately for her, she had a little bit to live up to, but she did it. She did a really good job.
She did great. She worked for me perfectly. The other family is the only thing that didn't a little bit.
Really? You don't like the other family?
To an extent, just the focus on them because these guys are so strong. The other family is okay.
I did get confused when they were throwing the barbecue for Ed.
Yeah.
because they were going back and forth between families. So I was getting a little confused as to where we were.
Yeah, and maybe it's because it's the final movie, and because and maybe that's what bugged me a little bit, because it's like this is the last chapter in their story. Let's tell their story a little bit more.
Yeah.
I understand fleshing out, because you don't want to just have the other family be on standby and not have any character arc or nothing going on.
Mhm.
So I understand the focus for that, but it just to me a little bit it was like, this is the situation, and I understand. Well, you need to be
They
put
kind
with
of
them.
hammered it home at the end, though.
Yeah, they did.
I would say they pretty much hammered it
They
home
did.
at the end.
You're not wrong.
Especially when they were like, "Great job, Lorraine! You brought our little Judy back to us."
Yeah,
And it's like, oh shit, they wanted this to happen.
yeah. It was weird having like a happy ending, though. Pretty much.
That was weird.
That
was strange.
That's what made it feel like the end.
I am not used to any movie having a happy end. I mean, Scream 3, yeah, but we also thought that was the end of Scream, so
Yeah.
that is different.
Well, and that's what it's funny to think about. Another movie that we did on the show recently that you should definitely check out in the archives. It was a fun episode. Was Final Destination Bloodlines. And when you think about two approaches for the final movie in a franchise, complete opposite approaches, like the complete opposite.
Bloodlines is gonna be like the cutest thing ever, and they're like, nope, steady, train, truck, splat.
Well, in this one, happy ending, everybody's okay, and we're just going to move on and nothing happened. And it makes sense because the people in real life, I mean, Ed and Lorraine didn't die from ghost stuff. So it's not like you can't really do a movie on that. So understandable. But then you got Bloodlines. It's like, oh, every character that could be in a movie after this, yeeted. They're all dead.
Except for Kimberly Corman.
The girl from 2.
They're still talking about a 7th one, bro.
She could show up. It's just following her. She's just somewhere like, just always looking
no,
on her
it's
phone.
happening again after 25 years.
Yeah, that would be crazy. It's just funny to me to think about those two separate franchises and both iconic franchises. This one did something that's never been done before, which is create the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's been done before, but
horror universe.
And you do have the dark pictures back in the day with Frankenstein, getting together with everybody. And I'm forgetting the other creatures, but you know what I mean.
Swamp Thing.
No, that's DC. But it was Frankenstein and whoever the hell.
Wolfman. Yeah,
there you go. And Dr. Jekyll and shit like that. And Hyde.
I mean, they're the same person.
But this was like a ghost movie, a franchise, like what James Wan did with the first two. And then they just started, and then they just expanded.
It's kind of like Saw for ghosts.
Yeah, well, yeah, but there was Saw. I mean, the spinoffs like that Chris Rock movie sucked, by the way. Even though
Spiral was no bueno.
No, it wasn't that good. I liked Chris Rock in a serious role, but that's about it.
You liked that?
I liked him trying to be serious and trying to act, but the movie was dog shit. I liked him.
I didn't think he tried anything. I thought he failed abysmally.
Well, I thought it was something different. It wasn't him in every other movie he's been in. It's not like Jumanji. Not Jumanji. Fucking Barnyard or whatever, the Zootopia, whatever the fuck. He's in a bunch of animated movies. We're going off the rails tonight. This might be a fun one, though. Usually off the rails are the funnest and most liked ones.
I'm just going to die over here.
But Chris Rock's in a bunch of shit, and he doesn't do what he tried to do with Spiral. Does the movie suck? Yes. I don't disagree with you on that. But I thought he tried.
He did.
and this movie tries its ass off. There's a lot of good imagery in here. Is it me? I know this is another one you're gonna think is stupid, but the cinematography to me and some of the demons and some of the aesthetic. Well, some of the demon, the aesthetic to me looked like Evil Dead Rise a little bit.
Yeah.
And
I'll give you that.
It took me to that a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, okay." It felt like that.
Yeah.
Not the plot or anything like that, but just the cinematography.
Except Mr. Wan, lighting.
Well, I don't think he directed this one.
Or whoever directed it.
Michael Chaves or Chavez.
Michael Chavez. Lighting, my dear.
My dear.
Lighting is your friend.
He did the Nun too.
And that was dark as shit as well. Thank you.
Was...
Lighting is your friend, okay? Don't stray away from light.
No.
I mean, just because you're trying to make a dark movie doesn't mean that it has to be so dark that I can't see ass. Like, if I gotta shut all of the windows and doors and everything in my apartment and turn everything off and whatnot, we got a problem.
Yeah, it's probably...
There's no reason for me to have to go that far. I've discussed it before. I know he's getting really sick of it, but lighting.
No, I don't. It's Mindy's Lighting Corner. It's a segment. I'm making that a banner too. For
my God.
Mindy's Lighting Corner. I'll do it next time.
Look, a little theme song. Mindy's Lighting Corner.
Do we want to just call it here and get into some final thoughts, or do we want to get into a full spoiler? Because honestly, we can get back to I think this is a pretty good spoiler-free review because we haven't
done a spoiler-free in a while, and I feel like you guys, with this being so new,
it is new,
and knowing that it's on HBO Max now and also Hulu, from what I've heard, I gotta actually check that and make sure it's not a rumor.
Yeah.
But I do feel like we should probably hold off on spoilers for them. Because at one point, we'll probably go back and go through all the Conjuring.
Yeah, we can go. Yeah. And honestly, I was thinking next week, unless you did you already have something?
I did, but go ahead.
Well, because I always feel bad putting you on the spot, and I always forget to talk about it before the fucking show. So,
and every time I try to talk to him about it, he goes, "Don't talk about it. It's all right. I got it."
I don't do that. That does not happen. But I do forget to bring it up.
I know.
And I was thinking, why don't we just rank these? Let's do a good sequel to this, and let's just rank these movies next time.
Okay.
That doesn't mean you have to go back and watch The Nun.
I hate The Nun. And I hate Annabelle.
But I think we should rank...
And The Curse of La Llorona.
We might as well rank all the Conjuring movies and see where this one stands. So, final thoughts, Mindy. What would you give this? How many demon mirrors out of 10 would you give this?
Demon baby mirrors?
Yeah.
I would give this about 8 demon baby mirrors. Because it kept me immersed the entire time. Was it too long? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
There was a moment where I was like, are we done yet? Yeah. Like, unfortunately. And I hate to say that because we were just on here like last week talking about a piece that was like 2 hours and 30 minutes long. And we're like, it's okay, guys. Just keep watching it. This is one of these ones where it's just the movie would have been so much better had it been more fast-paced. That's all I'm going to say about it. But all in all, I'm going to give it an 8. It did a really good job at what it was given. And it did a very good job of doing that exorcist believer kind of thing and tying everything into it and making it all one big story and making Judy being stillborn. I just gave it away. Sorry,
well, welcome to the spoiler review.
We were trying to make it spoil, so we're just going to edit there. Go ahead, Daniel. What did you think?
I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay.
Because I'm not as high on it because 2 things. One thing, you need to be a fan of the franchise to like the movie.
And he's not.
No, I like The Conjuring, and so don't put that on me. I do like The Conjuring. Jesus. I like this franchise, but it's like a Marvel movie. You have to judge this because it's a part of a universe and a part of a franchise and a bigger thing. You kind of have to judge it on the scale of like when Ant-Man comes out and you're like, oh, there's this thing about fucking Iron Man. I have no fucking clue because I didn't watch Iron Man. Like it's stuff like that. And
you're not wrong.
Like, well, while we're already spoiling at the end, fucking Annabelle shows up. Like if you don't know Annabelle, that's going to be a little weird for you. So there's a couple things there to where you kind of have to have a little bit of knowledge of the franchise, or at least be like a baseline fan to go in this and appreciate for what it is. If not, you might think it's an okay spooky movie, but I don't
You're
think
not really gonna know who
you're not
everyone
going to get
is.
a good. Yeah, you're not going to get a really good. You need to watch the other one, at least the first one, if you're going to go into this.
Yeah.
In my opinion, and I understand a lot of people will be like, "Well, duh, it's the last movie in a franchise, idiot. Of course it's gonna." But to me, it still should be judged on that because a movie, a lot of people just go in, they have their money that week, especially today's damn economy. They're charging us way too fucking much to live.
I know, $25 for a movie ticket. Come on, guys.
Yeah. So when you spend your hard-earned money on a movie ticket, some people are just like, "Hey, let's go see the latest horror movie." You know, so whoever, I'm taking my girl on a date. Let's go to this movie. I don't know anything about it, and then you're sitting there, you're like, "Well, who the fuck is this and that?" And what? Like you don't want it. You don't want to be put in that situation. And I get it. When you have a franchise, you expect them to have that knowledge, but sometimes you want them to go in and see a standalone movie and like it.
Yeah.
And that takes that down a notch for me. But also, I just think the plot drags. It gets way too slow. Frankenstein got slow, but picked up in a great way that stayed exciting the whole time. This does not do that. This drags at several points. There are high points too, but it's not like it drags and just fucking keeps going on course. It drags little high.
Yeah, there
drags
is
more,
no
little
like
high.
getting to it. It's more like a roller coaster kind of thing, and not like a huge roller coaster, but like a baby
It's
one.
peaks and valleys.
It's like a baby little coaster.
Absolutely. So I go 7, you go 8. We're going to rank all these movies next week, and we'll see everybody next time.
Hit you!
Deuces.